Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook cover photo using Google Drawings. I've done just a quick screen capture that I've sped up, and I'm just going to narrate it in this video. I'm just setting up a new document with the dimensions to be custom size, which if you don't know the dimensions for the Facebook cover photo, to make sure it's just exactly perfect, it's the width is 851 and the height is 315. What I'm doing right now is I'm using a website called Color Lovers, and I'm a member on that website. It's basically a way to create and share custom color palettes, and so I'm using that with this vintage Christmas one that I found to grab all my hexadecimal values, and then just creating little squares inside Google Drawings to give myself a palette that I can work with. When you create custom shapes or custom colors in Google Drawings, it saves them in a little custom color palette at the bottom. But I also like just keeping them in there. Now I'm just using one of the flowchart shapes to kind of give myself a base. This is going to be a Christmas themed Facebook cover, and this is sort of the arch kind of shape. You'll see it in there, and I just flipped it, I rotated it, and then I squished it down to be just sort of like a nice little grassy hill. I used the light color from that color palette for the background, and you can just right click on the canvas to create or to change the color. Now I'm using the Polyline tool to create a banner, and there are banner shapes in Google Drawings, but I don't like them. Sometimes I'll use them, but I wanted this to feel sort of handmade, like a old paper cutout kind of design, and so I'm using the Polyline tool, which just gives me straight lines that I can create shapes with. And creating the side of this banner now. I wanted to make it look like, you know, you've seen these kind of banners before. I'm sure they're becoming quite popular again. So then I just copy it, go to Arrange, and then flip it horizontally. Then I select all of it and use Command G to put it into a group. Now I can position the whole thing just right where I want it. And if you double click on the shapes that you create with the Polyline tool or the Curve tool, you can adjust the nodes and change the shape. Now I use the Insert Word Art function, where you can just type in, select a font, and then it allows you to freely resize it. You don't have to worry about getting the font size just right. It just works just like a shape would. And now I can position it right where I want it. I thought maybe I wanted to rotate this, but in the end I just left it straight. But that's how I created my banner here that says Merry Christmas. And then again I used the custom color from that color palette for the text. I decided I wanted to have some snow, so I chose the slightly darker sort of beige color for the background, and then the lighter, it's almost white but not quite, for snowflakes, so that those snowflakes would be visible on top of the background. So I'm just creating small circles with the shape tool, and if you hold Option or Alt on a PC, it might be Control, but you can drag to duplicate. You click and drag holding Option on a Mac, and you can duplicate a shape that way. You could also do copy paste, but you can use the Alt drag to just copy, drag a copy of it wherever you want. Then, because these little pieces are so small, I did a whole bunch of them in sort of a cluster and then put them into a group. And now you'll see here in a second, I select the whole thing once I get it just where I want it, and put all of the snowflakes into a group. Just like that. And I can select the whole thing and position it where I want. Now I want to create some trees, so I'm going to use the Polyline tool again. I'm going to create a pine tree. Select one of my custom colors here. and I want to give my tree a trunk. So again, using the Polyline tool, just clicking and to create trunk. And I select both those and put them into a group. That's really important for not getting frustrated with, why can't I select this? Why can't I select this? When you group things, it's much easier to manage your drawings like this. So again, I'm just using the colors in my custom color palette for this drawing. I just wanted to limit myself to these colors. So it's a very limited color scheme, which should end up looking nice once it's all done. Again, if you double click, you can adjust those nodes to change the shapes. Put this into a group, and using the command and up and down arrows, you can arrange them front to back. Again, you can just alt drag things to copy them, then go to the arrange menu up at the top to flip things horizontally or vertically. And if you click to select a group and then click on a shape inside the group once more, then you will select that shape inside the group, which will allow you to change the color of just that shape. If you select a group and then just change the color, it will change the color of the entire group. So just positioning the trees here how I would like them to be. I know I want some more snow, so I'm just going to drag this down here for a second. And then I'm going to use the curve tool because I want to have some nice snow that's just, sitting on top of this hill. If snow's coming down, but it's just all, like fresh grass, I don't want that. So I want there to be some snow here. So I just use the curve tool to create some kind of snow that either looks like it's melted or it's accumulating on top of this grass. And I just kind of created these big blobby shapes, duplicated one of them and flipped it around. And now I'm positioning that snow. I decided I wanted to have the banner up in front of the snow, so the snow's falling behind it. And so I just did that by selecting that group and pushing Command Shift and up, the up arrow on the keyboard. Here you see that I'm playing with these nodes. When you double click a shape, this is why it's important. I didn't want these to look just like I flipped them, like it just looked too mirrored to me. So I'm playing with these, and I'll get the shape just the way that I want it, like that. I'm going to download it so that I can use it on Facebook. And if you go to download as a PNG, it's going to save more of the detail, and that's how you get a custom Facebook cover photo.